Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Battle video. So in this video we are taking a look at the performance of the AGL Ultra Instinct Goku in the Goku's Family SBR. So now this being a newer SBR basically means it's pretty tough. It's a lot harder than some of the older SBR, and so it's a good representation of how Goku performs in harder content. It's not like taking him into, an AGL or a Super AGL SBR stage. So this is a Rainbow Goku, and we do have him paired up with MUI Goku, so we're going to see some pretty good results. We're already seeing some pretty good damage here. He's going to basically one-shot this Vegeta here, this Kid Vegeta. So Goku's pretty impressive. We've gone with a Miraculous Awakening / Kamehameha Goku Family kind of hybrid team, which is perfectly fine. Obviously plenty of Goku's Family units that are decent, fit onto both of those categories. And if they don't fit onto Miraculous Awakening, we've also gone with reps of Universe 7 in the form of Kaioken Goku and the SSB KK Goku. So plenty of good units here. We obviously activated an Icarus, which is why Goku didn't take too much damage, although he basically one-shot Kid Vegeta. And you can see there that a unit with about 70k defense takes about 60k damage while having an Icarus active, which is obviously a sizable chunk. It's a decent amount, so yeah, Goku's defense is going to be not so much put to the test, because 177k is more than enough defense, but it's going to at least be solidly tested by a super attack or anything like that. So really happy that we'll get a good idea of how Goku performs in SBR. Obviously we'll do an ESBR video on Goku as well, but this is nice to see a good representation of how Goku performs. So you can see here a lot of these units taking some decent damage. These units are sitting in the 70-80k range, so you can see straight away the level of defense that Goku has if he takes a hit, actually, because right now he's just evading everything pretty much, which is obviously one of his perks. He has a high enough evasion chance that it does proc quite often, and it just increases his defense, so it's pretty impressive from that point of view. And we'll see some really good damage numbers from Goku here. As you can see, evasion, and just a massive attack stat that's going to be a crit almost guaranteed. So yeah, Goku's pretty much dominating. Obviously a Rainbow Goku is probably one of the top units in the game. I don't give units ranking, but it's up there as one of the top all-round units in the game. And yeah, it's showing it. Obviously in this team, he's pretty much the only Rainbow unit as well, so he is looking vastly superior to a lot of the other units. But it's good to see that Goku does dominate an event like this, which he should at Rainbow level. To be honest with you, it's not that much of a surprise. It's not something that should be surprising that Goku's dominating this SBR and just dishing out massive damage. So realistically, it's par for the course. I'm very impressed with Goku. He's very impressive, obviously. Great attack stats, great numbers. But this is what anniversary units should be like, like Vegeta, who was also equally as impressive in his SBR stage. Both of them do great, and it's kind of expected. So I'm going to say that they're doing awesome, but this is what you should expect, especially from Rainbow versions of them. Rainbow versions of most cards are going to be super impressive, but these two especially should be really good. So it's good to see, but it's nice to know. And yeah, so we'll continue onwards. Obviously we got the Spirit Bomb off with Kaioken Goku. We unfortunately didn't get his super attack afterwards, and we've popped double items. So we're not really going to get a good idea of, the AGL Goku's defense, but we're seeing a lot of his evasion, which is really good. It's showing us basically how reliable his evasion is. Well, I don't want to say that and then someone basically doesn't evade 4 times in a row, but we're seeing a good representation of him dodging attacks, which I think is nice to see, of course, as well. Obviously, in terms of offense, he's carrying the load, quite frankly. But again, not everyone else is Rainbow, so just take it with a pinch of salt, but he is definitely outputting a lot of damage alongside this MUI Goku as well. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the revive skill. I'm not too caught up on the mechanics behind this. I think he has to be hit 3 times. It's not just him dodging attacks 3 times, he has to actually actively be hit 3 times. So it can be a little bit unreliable if you're getting a lot of dodges, and which is, you know, a weird thing to say, but it's not the end of the world. You know, getting a whole bunch of dodges and Goku, you know, never reviving you is not the most of your worries if you're at that stage. And yeah, we're doing some pretty decent damage here. Goku's eliminated someone else as well. Probably should have targeted the Trunks, but it's okay. We'll just push on here and yeah, move through this at quite a decent pace. Really setting quite a new record. Honestly, if I wanted to, and if I kept popping items, we would probably finish this in a record time for me. So Goku's damage definitely is there. It's definitely impressive. But yeah, I think overall, we'll probably let Goku take some attacks without an item next turn, which means not because of Goku, we'll probably die because of the other unit, unless, you know, we somehow get evasions or anything like that. But if we get hit by a super attack, we're basically going to die. None of the other units have damage reduction or anything like that, so yeah, we'll not roll any items for this turn, and we'll just let Goku basically take as many attacks as he can, if he does take attacks at all, and we'll just see how he performs without an item. If he evades all the attacks, that's a bonus. So yeah, we'll just take a look at that, see his damage, and then probably call it there. Unless we survive, then we'll see more of Goku. So yeah, we'll just roll him up here. We're not going to be able to, so at least we've been able to see how his ki fares. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the 18 ki here without, you know, dodging or anything like that. So that is one side of Goku that we do need to keep in mind. So obviously, as always, as with Vegeta, both of them generate their ki on evasion or on getting hit or on firing super attacks. So for the most part, they can struggle in that first turn, which we're seeing here. But yeah, that's not really the biggest issue. Goku gets an additional, but it's not an additional super. And dodge 1, dodge 2, dodge 3, dodge 4. So pretty good. Actually, we didn't get to take a normal attack, but at that stage Goku's defense would have been so high that we probably wouldn't have taken damage anyway. So yeah, pretty good display by Goku, and because of the super attack we're probably gonna die. Yep, but that's gonna be it for me, guys. I think Goku performed really well for SPR, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, cheers and bye.